my government friends. How are we doing? I miss you guys, and I haven't done this in a while, a screen recording. So I hope this finds you well. I hope everybody is still really healthy and staying safe. Our family is okay. I know a lot of you guys are still working. You've reached out to me to tell me, and again, just please stay cautious. Be very mindful. I worry about you all. If you ever need anything, please email me. Even if it's an extension, I know your jobs are crazy right now. Just let me know. I totally get it. It's all good. With that being said, I do hope I get to see at least some of you guys on Friday for that senior parade that Mr. Murphy had talked about in his message. I think it's a great idea, and I would love to see your smiling faces as we wave to each other from our cars. And other than that, again, hope all is well. We are ready to start a new unit or continue a unit, depending on if you do the extra credit assignment. And that is going to be about political parties. So obviously I don't have you doing a do now, but just to think, how would you define political party to your alien BFF? Remember your alien BFF from when we stormed Area 51? My goodness, that feels like it was so long ago. Look at that. Remember that guy? What a hero in the back. Before we get into it, just a reminder that you had that project due, that Know Your Government project. My friends, that is counting as a test grade for the fourth quarter, so it is so important you send it to me. You have to email it to me, like you hit share on the top right. You will be hearing from me soon if you did not hand it in. If you did hand it in, your grades will be coming back to you soon as well. And you also had, if you wanted to, an extra credit assignment, which was to do the political party escape room. There's a Google form you could have filled out for that. Any questions about anything, I'm always here. Please email me. Yeah, and then we can have a very successful fourth quarter. So, what was your definition for political party? So by now, hopefully you're thinking about what a political party is. Now, you might know examples of political parties, but what is it? Like, what is the definition of a political party? How would you describe it to somebody who's new to the planet, who has no concept of politics and government? That's really the key. And a little, by the way, this note sheet is optional. You guys do not have to share it with me. You do not have to hand it in to me. If you want me to look it over, of course I always will. But, fill it out if it helps you study. If it hinders you, if you find it more distracting and you would rather just, watch this beautiful PowerPoint and listen to my horrible, annoying voice, that's totally fine. Whatever helps you study. There is no need to hand it in. But of course, if it helps, I'm someone who needs to write or type to learn. So I totally get it. The note sheet is not how I'm grading you. I'm grading you based on the assignment you do at the end of the lesson. Which, by the way, as you have also seen, we are now moved to a Tuesday, Thursday format. Hopefully a lot of you guys will find that easier to schedule, especially with all of your jobs. And again, just because it's Tuesday, Thursday does not mean you can't contact me any other day of the week. I am here for you guys anytime you need me. Just shoot me an email and I'll get back to you ASAP. All right, so let's talk about it. What is that political party? So if we're going to do an official definition, it's a group of people who share the same ideas about how a government should function. That's a big one. What's the role of government? How should it behave? They also have the same ideas about what rights people should have under that government and what are the limitations of the government. How involved should the government be? With people. Now, when we talked about the roots of the U.S. government, that was a debate happening, among some of the founding fathers. If we think about Jefferson versus Hamilton, bam, right away, they're fighting about the role of government. Now, that split, of course, will go into political parties, which we'll talk about, a little bit later, that split. So what do the political parties attempt to do? Great. We have this group of people who kind of think the same thing about some questions. Now what? What do? Well, they're going to try to pass new laws according to their platform. Now, their platform meaning, like, what are some of their ideas? So, according to all their ideas, they're going to try to pass new laws, right? Here's this guy. Right. They're going to try to maybe alter some old laws to better suit what they believe the government should be doing, right? To suit the government model they feel is best for the country. Okay. They're also going to try to control laws that are being debated on the floor of Congress. So in order to do that, they're going to try to get a majority in Congress, meaning they're going to try to have the most people in Congress believe in what they believe. So they want their political party to be the majority because they're going to have more of a say. They can even fight just for the lower house of Congress, just to make sure that it won't go to the upper house. You guys know that when we learned about branches of government, how it works, how a law is made. So political parties will, use that to their advantage, how the system works, to try to alter laws how they would want it to be. And of course, I would ask you in class if we were all together, what are the two main parties in the U.S.? And I'm sure you would all shout at me, Republicans and Democrats. Especially now, you will be hearing those terms quite a bit on the news with everything that's going on, as well as we do have an election coming up very shortly, something that has been a little overlooked, obviously, under the circumstances. But that election will be coming up, and it is very important. You know all of this. So you guys can make an informed decision. You're my seniors. You might be able to vote in this upcoming election. So what people don't realize is that there are a lot more than two political parties in this country. And in fact, just because you're a Republican doesn't mean you believe in every single thing the party stands for. Just because you may be a Democrat doesn't mean you believe in everything under that platform. There is a spectrum, a political spectrum. Think of like a line, you can see, where you can fall. It's not so black and white as people tend to make it out to be. And the most important thing I can impress upon you all is on this bottom here. Before deciding what party you belong to, it is important to do your research and know the party's history and current platform. That is so important for you guys to go out on your own and discover what you truly think, not to listen to what other people tell you to think, not to listen to sources that could be biased. You need to do the research on your own, and it's important. It's your civic duty. Remember Cincinnatus? We want him to be proud of you, right? All right. So what's the assignment? I feel like this GIF seemed cute, and now I'm looking at it, and it looks like kind of horrifying. So I'm sorry for any nightmares I might give you guys. But what you are going to do is you are going to complete a matching activity. Found at this link. The link is also on my e-board and on Google Classroom, as always. And it's going to look a little something like this, where you're going to have 7 questions, and you just have to match these terms with their definitions. Some of these should be easy considering what we had just went over, like this one and this one. And if maybe you're confused about some you had not heard of before, feel free to do your own research, or you can do process of elimination, something that always works. And when you're done with that, you are going to submit it to me, and you're done. That's it. Easy peasy. You guys are going to rock it like you always do. I know it. And again, if there's any questions, please, please, please email me, friends. nhanovich@shifsa.org. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I miss you. I'm sending you all the love. And you will hear from me again on Thursday. All right. Bye, friends.